louder than words. Those the best describe quotes when it comes to non-verbal communication in presentation. How the presenter act, their demeanor determine whether they're a good presenter or bad presenter. In this video, we get to pick informative speech style presentation and analyze the technique to help the presenter's audience understand a deeper appreciation in the presentation. So the first one, and I think the most important one, is eye contact. She uses scanning methods throughout her presentation. This involves sweeping gaze all across the audience and briefly make eye contact with different individuals. So for example, from the video, we get to see, in my opinion, the reason why she chose that method is because of the size of the audience, roughly around 100 people in that audience. So that's the best method that she can use, so she get to engage with the audience as much as possible. So the next one is facial expression. Facial expression is very important because it shows how genuine you are and kind of create this environment. So for the presenter, she tends to smile a lot during her presentation, very pleasant smiling, especially when she started to give example of her own story, and this shows her genuinity to the audience and create this almost safe environment to the presentation. So next, she also used neutral expression. She tends to do this when she wants to transition and point out a fact. This shows attentiveness of the presenter and also professionalism in the presentation. So next is speed. Speed is very important in non-verbal communication because it shouldn't be too fast or too slow. So the presenter chose to do a moderate pace throughout the presentation. This gives a calm environment to the presenter and again help the environment be more safe with the audience. Next is filler. Filler is very famous in the presentation, and based on what I see in the video, she barely used fillers. Instead of choosing ums or ahs, she tend to just pause and say nothing and recollect her thoughts before continuing with her other point in the presentation.
Let's moving to the next nonverbal aspect for a better presentation, which is the next one is body gesture. Gesture as a form of a nonverbal vocabulary that use expression to emphasize and alter the meaning to the presentation. Like in the video, the presenter herself moving hands slowly to mimic and sing with the talking. She's using hand techniques such as flip the air, pointing, waving, and slap the air as a hand gesture when she starts to explaining things to her audience. The next one is body posture. Instead of standing straight, she's also moving a little bit forward and a little bit backward when she starts to explaining things with her hand. This giving her more confidence that she's owning the stage and as a presenter that present in front of her audience. The next one is the most important thing when presenting, which is appearance. She's keeping a neat and polite appearance while wearing a simple black floral dress and a neatly combed straight her. This giving her a professionalism as a presenter to her audience, that the audience can pay attention to her as a presenter. The last one is the most important thing to have when presenting, having a loud and clear volume. This can make her audience pay attention to her as a presenter, such as when she start to explaining, she's use a little bit pressure at the beginning of her sentence and slowly down in the ending of her sentence. To conclude, as a student, we have to master all of these elements to present well. We have to take this element as a good example for a good presentation in the future. By focusing on appearance, volume, speed in presentation, this also can make our presentation well in the future. So I think that's all from us. Thank you for listening.